Oh, she's a dirty girl. 1976 Olds 455 big block. 400 turbo behind it. This is a 84 Blazer slash Suburban. So this is a Blazer back end I cut off. You can kind of see I cut this part right here, cut the back of the Suburban off. Then I had a wreck Blazer. I cut the back end of it off, put it on there. Got a soft top on it. Pretty dirty, she needs cleaned. We're going to see if she'll fire up. I haven't fired it up since October. September or October was the last time I started it up. So hopefully the battery's still charged up. You can kind of see how I built it. Never liked this part. This is the part that's popped up. This is the Suburban part. They did this because of the rear AC. Your rear AC lines ran through here. And all your controls and all that. If I thought about it, I should have cut more of the roof out. But I didn't. I was a young buck 20-something years ago when I did this. Oh boy, she just barely opened. Oh yeah, she needs some cleaning. You can kind of see I've got to fill in the gaps. This is pretty much all spot welded back together. Got to finish doing all the welding. Kids have been running in here, playing, jumping around in here, being monkeys. You know, like kids do. You can see I had to rip down the liner because it was all hanging down. So I cut it all out. You can see the factory Blazer part. Still got to use the factory seat belts. These actually fold down. And if you look back here, I took the back seat, cut the brackets off, reversed them, so now you can sit backwards. This is removable. So I'm kind of showing you how I built this years ago, probably 20-something years ago. Kind of lost interest in it. Well, now I'm getting back into it. I think I'm going to finish it. I'm going to do some different things. Kind of had it up for sale. Not very many people are into it. You know, I built this because I have 3 vehicles sitting around the house. So this is what I came up with, my Frankenstein. I call it my Subalange. Like I said, I built this 20 years ago. I lowered it, put 4 10 gears in the rear. You can see the tires are nice, dry rotted. Got air shocks on the back. I actually bought airbags for the front and rear, and what I'd like to do is slam it all the way on the ground. Not all the way on the ground, but pretty dang close. I think that's going to be my plan. I'm going to finish all my body work that I never did 20-something years ago. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the soft top off. I do have the hard top for it, the fiberglass hard top, but I wanted a soft top so I can open it up. But now that I have this, and I don't know, I think I'm just going to sell the soft top, get rid of the soft top. My buddy Ted, he has a square body, just the cab. He said I can have it, but on one condition, I have to see if I can get it out of the woods. It's buried, so that'll be a future video. We're going to go back in there. From what I heard, the square body, it's pretty bad shape. Everything's pretty much rotten. There's no motor, no trainee in it. I think the front's been gutted. But I told them all I want is the top of the cab. So I want all the way up to the front windshield. And I want the back end. So what we're going to do, I'll kind of show you here. We're going to kind of do something like this. We're going to cut the back of the cab off of that truck. Slice it down. cut all that out. He said the back glass is still good in it, so that's awesome. So basically, just picture cutting all this out, and then we're going to put it over here. Weld it all in. That way we don't have to have a soft top on anymore. And then I'll rhino line the inside. We'll finish putting the panels on right here. I was just going to get 16 gauge and weld it from here and up here, make it all nice and flat. Put some speakers in it. But we'll still keep it like this, so if we need to, I can still run seats in it. So people can still ride in the back if they want. This way, this will be all enclosed. That's what sucks. I can't keep this top off because freaking all the animals start crawling around in the back of my car. But the interior in this thing's not in bad shape for the age. At one time I changed all the motors on the windows, but they're really slow now. Dash is typically cracked because it's just been sitting around. This is not the original seat. It had the two big old captain seat, but the guy I got it from wanted the seats. I had a old bench seat, so I just stuck it in here just to have something. I kind of like having the bench seat in case you need 3 people in here and 3 in the back. I had a company come out and tint the side windows, and boy, they did a crappy job. I paid them and didn't look at it, and after they left, I was not happy. So once we get this all cleaned up, I'm probably going to pull that tint off and redo it. Not happy with it, but at least it keeps it somewhat cool in here. That is the plan with this thing. Let's see if we can get her fired up. Get my ladders off of here. Yeah, I did a lot of work to this thing. A lot of work. A lot of hours wrapped in this thing. I don't know if you can see the exhaust. I did a 3-inch X pipe. And then some turbo mufflers. Knockoff turbo mufflers. 3-inch above the axle. She sounds pretty decent. I don't like the X pipe sound. So if we get this going, I think I'm going to cut the X pipe out and put an H pipe. H pipe gets you a little bit lower bottom end sound. X pipe kind of gives you that freaking exotic sound, and some people like it, but I'm old school. I like the deep rumble. So we'll probably put an H pipe on that. I built the shaker hood. This was out of a 76 Trans Am. And yeah, it turned out pretty good. I think I may add some sheet metal and bring it all the way up to here. I don't think the hole should have been that big, but it works. It was already a crappy hood. The other thing I did, I put new headlights in. So if you don't know, when your low beams are on top, your high beams are on the bottom. So I don't like that. So what I did is you can take your bracket. I think you take this one off and move it over there. I can't remember. But basically you flip your bracket around and you can move your headlights down. So there was enough wire that you could wiggle it down here. So now my low beams are down here and then your high beams are up here. Makes it a lot nicer. So when you're cruising, you'll have your running lights here and then your low beams there. And it makes it look so much nicer. I think it looks goofy when you got your running lights on here and then your low beams are on up here. Just looks silly. I do need a fine little chrome piece that goes here. This one was damaged. This is not the original grill. This came off a different truck. That was the other thing. The guy that I got this from kept the grill. So I I think somebody gave me this grill, so I stuck it on here. This is kind of, like I said, my Frankenstein truck. Well, let me go get the keys and see if we can start this bad boy up. Said it's been sitting since, I believe, October. Maybe September. It may even been sitting since September. But she's dirty. It's about 70 degrees out today. Tomorrow's going to be 50. You gotta love that Arkansas weather. Alright, let me go get the keys and let's start her up. I'm surprised that thing's even cranking over. Battery's kind of weak. It sounds like it's about to die. I'm going to shoot some starter fluid in it, and then we'll crank it over and see what happens. Looks like there's some fuel in the fuel filter, so that's a good sign. I don't think I'm out of fuel. Let's see if I got some starter fluid. Well, I can't find any starter fluid. I have some carb and choke cleaner from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Ow! Let's try it out. Kind of checking to make sure no mice chewed on anything. Normally you can hear it kind of acting like it's going to start, and I don't even feel it kicking. We may be out of fuel, or our fuel pump went out. It's one of those Chinese electric fuel pumps that that's the other thing we're going to do, is bypass that. I think what we're going to do is hook up the factory fuel pump in the tank and see if it still works. But we're not getting any fuel in the fuel filter, and that's not good. Well, we know it runs, but our fuel pump is screwed up. I am still not getting fuel. I can feel the motor running. I have the electric fuel pump on the rail under the frame, and I can put my hand on it, I can feel it humming, but we are not pumping fuel. And I'm pretty sure we still have gas, because it shows I still have a half a tank of gas. So I'm going to see if I have some gas that we can dump in the carburetor for now. Well, I can't find all my crap. So I'm just going to dump some carb cleaner down in it. Make sure it fires up one more time. And I guess we're going to be messing with the fuel pump. I just empty the rest of this carb clean out. Got the old clogger jump. You can see it is barely pumping. Let me watch it when I throttle it. Yeah, that's not getting much fuel. So I think what we'll end up doing is getting this fuel pump situated. I guess I can show you the headlights, what I was talking about. Look how dirty that girl is. Been sitting since September. Been a while. Hopefully we can start driving a little bit more. Alright, turn the headlights on. Put brand new headlights on this bad boy. They better be working. Yeah. Doesn't that look pretty cool like that? I can't remember if both headlights come on when you do the brights. Let's see. There you go. Headlights. Brights are on. Okay, all four come on. I couldn't remember. So, like I said, we're about to turn this into an actual four-door truck. So it's going to be a four-door crew cab. So it will not be a Savalanche anymore. Right. That still says I have 3/4 of a tank. I don't think that's real accurate though, because it may be. Never did put my temp gauge in. That's just temporary. I think my oil gauge works. Yeah. You can see the oil pressure. It's really good. Battery's charging. I don't think this temp is hooked up. And I I don't think my speedometer's hooked up. Everything else is working. Well, yeah, it'd be pretty cool. We can get this all cut off, get a nice flat roof on top. And I'm thinking I'm going to leave this part on and extend that cab out a little bit more, so it's going to be a little bit wider. Oh my God, I can't hardly get this door open. Been sitting so long, but you can see how the back seats actually come out a little further. So we need to bring that cab out to about here, and I think we'll be fine. I think this will be a lot more, people will be a lot more desirable, or let me get over here so you can hear me. So I'm hoping the old Suburban Avalanche will be a little bit more desirable, easier to sell later down the road when I have an airbag and the back cab sealed off. People look at it when I have the back off and they think it's, I don't know. Basically, people don't like the Blazer part of it. So we're just going to enclose it, and then I don't have to worry about critters getting inside and making a big old mess. I may put some 2000 model seats. They're bench, and then the center console folds up and down. I may put that in here since I have them. I have a bunch of extra seats. But I guess I can show you how I built the shaker hood real quick. Let me shut this off so you can hear me. I'm gonna rev this up real good for you before I shut her off. That was disappointing. The fuel pump quit working. As soon as I gave it some gas, it just went, yeah. Alright, so we won't mess with it anymore. But I'll show you the shaker hood, how I built it. So this is just a quadra junk. It's just what I had laying around. Threw it on there. I'll probably put a Chinese Edelbrock on it. Put one on here recently on another vehicle, and it runs pretty good. This is the air breather I built. Offset it. And that'll go on like that. Here's the shaker hood. So I needed a way to take this off and adjust it. So what I did is I reversed the lid, put pins on it so you can pin it. So the pins will be in there. So if you need to get the wing nut, I put hinges on here so you can open it up. That's hard to do one-handed here. Ow, it's heavy. So this goes on there. That way you can get your wing nut in there. So the air breather will go on there. You'll wing nut it. You'll drop your shaker hood down, and then you can put your pins in. So now I'll tip it forward. Line that up. Now I got it tipped forward. Now I'll put my wing nut on. I just kind of snug it down. It's crooked. I just make sure the breather's sitting straight and tighten it down. And I just got these pins. One to go on one side and one to go on the other. And now your shaker hood is on and good to go. Now you'll shut your hood. Just like so. There you go, one shaker hood. Easy peasy. It's pretty cool cruising around and it's just shaking around like it's supposed to. So I guess our next plan is we get another nice day. I guess it's going to get crappy this weekend again, of course. So whenever we have a nice day, I think what we're going to do is jack this thing up. We're going to unhook the electric fuel pump that I have on there. We're going to wire directly, hot wire the factory fuel pump in the tank and see if it's still good. I've been constantly running gas through it, so I'm hoping the internal tank fuel pump is still good. We'll see. If it is, that'd be awesome, because then all I got to do is put a regulator on here. We'll put a regulator on it, and it'll go from fuel injection to carbureted. And I think these are 40 psi, because it was a TPI 350 that was in it at one time. I can't remember. I know it's kind of low. And then we'll have our carbureted, which should be running around 3.5 to 4, somewhere around there. I don't know. All I know is we need to get a regulator for it, if that fuel pump works. If not, we may have to drop the tank down, and I'm going to go ahead and put a factory replacement fuel pump in it. Because I think in-tank fuel pumps are going to be a lot better than this aftermarket crap. I've been having problems with these Chinese aftermarket 12-volt electric fuel pumps. Like I said, you can see it's barely pumping. Piece of crap. That's our plan with this thing. What do you guys think? It don't sound too bad. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's got a good rumble. Like I said, I think if we put the H-pipe on it, it'll give it that real nice rumble. If I keep this, I would like to probably put a cam in it. That way it has a little bit of a lope. Boop, 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 boop. But I think my plan is airbag it, put that cab on it, and see if we can have better luck selling it after that. I'm not opposed to trading this thing for something different. So anybody wants to do some trading, I'm all about trading. I like older cars, of course. So this is why I'm kind of losing interest in it, because as you can see, I got a lot of older stuff. I got a 54 milk truck, a 53 International, a 59 Ford. Back there, you can't see it, but a 47 coupe. Not a coupe. What is it called? Business coupe? I don't know. It's a Ford sedan car. Thingamajiggy. I don't know what I'm saying. I got a 76 crew cab, which I'll probably end up selling that too, or trading. So that is our plan, guys. This is what we're going to do. There's going to be a future video of me going out to my buddy Ted's, and we're going to dig out that square body cab. So that'll be fun. We'll probably wait till it's not so muddy. I mean, it's pretty muddy still. I hate to get stuck down in the woods. So we'll probably wait till it dries up a little bit, and then we'll head out there. And we'll, like I said, we'll make a video of bringing it home. And then we're going to start cutting everything we want for this. So we'll cut the cab off, the back of the cab off, and see what else we want. And then the rest Ted's going to take to the scrapyard. And then we'll probably go them around here and find some scrap crap that I'd have laying around and let Ted take it too. So since he's, you know, giving me that cab for me, and I appreciate it. All right, guys. Not much of a video. I'm sorry. But peace out. Signing off. Ah. Subalanche. Oldsmobile 455. Big block. 210 horse. Isn't that crazy?